Saturday and Monday, we talked a lot about kind of using informational text, right? To give information. We talked about the main idea. I'm going to go ahead and put the main idea here. This is the third day we're interacting with these notes. So you're going to see how we build the notes. I'm going to write it over again because I like to take you guys through the process each time. So again, at the top of my paper, I want to make sure I'm writing my name. I want to make sure I'm putting the first date that I had. We started on the 18th. Now, I've also interacted with these notes on 10/19/21, and today is the 20th. I'm going to put that date again, okay? So you see, each time that I'm interacting, I'm going to put the dates. Now, normally you're not rewriting your notes over, but I'm rewriting the notes just so we always see the foundational layer being built, okay? The subject is ELA. And when we talk about our essential question is what we're talking about. What's our focus on our learning? Well, our learning is how can key details support a main topic? Okay, so how can key details support a main topic? And I'm going to go ahead and highlight key details because that's one of our focuses in our academic vocabulary. And I'm also going to go ahead and highlight main topic, right? Now, our main topic is what? What the story is mostly about. And our key details are what? Just a general, what is a key detail? It's a fact. It's information, right? Now, if we're doing informational text, can we guess? No, we can't. It has to come from the text. So yes, as Joanne was getting ready to say, the way the animals use their body parts would have been the main idea. That's for that specific story. When I'm asking you generally, what is a key detail and main idea? I want it general. I don't want the specific story. Now, when we focus on the story, we can be specific, right? But when we're just drilling in and understanding that foundation of a main topic and key detail, we're not being specific. We need the overarching, remember? The overarching thing of what it is, okay? And again, Miss Toban and myself, we write the notes a couple different times because we want you guys to see that we're also putting in the work, okay? These become evidence or things you can go back and watch. If you click on the links to the Google Classroom, well, in our Canvas, the Avid Resources, we load this stuff inside there. We load this stuff on YouTube. So guess what? You have no excuses not to know what you're doing because you can go back and watch it. So our main topic in this story, and we put that with an MT, was animals use their eyes, ears, feet, mouth, noses, and tails in different ways. And that was our main topic. And remember, we're doing this, right? So on Friday, you need to be taking this in every day. On Friday, you guys are going to have groups, and you're going to do probably a one-pager or a mandala, and I'll teach you guys that. And you're going to collaborate and list all the ways for each body part. And you're going to present it. And then we're going to do a carousel. And everybody's going to go around and look at it. And we're going to go with the book and check to make sure that you talked about all these ways. So you've laid a strong foundation for when you need to do your paragraph next week. We also talked about organizing our thinking so we can start to get those facts for the way the animals are using their body parts, right? Now, did I make that information up?
No.
Nope. Where did I get it from?
The text.
From the text. right? And so we kind of did a 3-column note or 6 boxes, right? And one of our boxes was about the eyes, right? The eyes. And then we drew some eyes because we wanted to know and be focused on which body part we were on. We also drew the nose. And you know my nose is a little off, but it's okay. It gets the job done, right? We drew ears, right? And I probably should change them from human ears to maybe the jackrabbit ears, right?
Yeah.
So you see the ears, right?
Yeah.
How did that jackrabbit use its ears?
Those are elephant ears.
To cool itself, right? Good job. And then we did a mouth. We did feet. And I'm going to change my feet so they don't look like, hands. But we got feet. And then we did a tail. Right? And we did a little tail, right? And I'll just make a tail like that. Cool. And we got tails. And so what we did yesterday is we began to lay the foundation or to gather the information for how the animals are using their body parts. Now, you have 2 ways that you could find this story. You could find this story on Clever. There's also a YouTube link on Canvas that has the story up there. I even read the story. So just to refresh our brain and we practice that good readers read things more than one time, we're going to go into the story, listen to the story on YouTube, and then come back and layer these notes. Now, I'm not going to post these notes today because I don't want you to have the full notes on there. I'll post the lesson, but I'm not going to post these notes today because I don't want you just to copy them to guide your writing. And then I'm going to show you how foundationally we can use this to then create a 1-pager and then use that to guide our writing for next week. So I'm going to take over sharing the screen here.
You do not even copy this now.
Yes, use my computer charger. So what do you see right now is you see me using my iPad and you see me using my iPad here, and that's how I'm writing on it. But you also see the other tab of my screen. The reason I did this is because there's a couple of things here. One, both classes, if you need to click the Google Meet, you can click the Google Meet to join, okay? There's also resources that we have, okay? So I am in reading, and from reading, I can go to my week at a glance, right? And from my week at a glance, if I'm in week 12, I can find the story that's going to play next. Are you ready? Okay.
What do you do with a tail like this? Animals use their noses, ears, tails, eyes, mouths, and feet in very different ways. See if you can guess which animal each part belongs to and how it is used. What do you do with a nose like this? If you're a platypus, you use your nose to dig in the mud. If you're a hyena, you find your next meal with your nose. If you're an elephant, you use your nose to give yourself a bath. If you're a mole, you use your nose to find your way underground. If you're an alligator, you breathe through your nose while hiding in the water. What do you do with ears like these? If you're a jackrabbit, you use your ears to keep cool. If you're a bat, you see with your ears. If you're a hippopotamus, you close your ears when you're underwater. If you're a cricket, you hear with ears that are on your knees. If you're a humpback whale, you hear sounds hundreds of miles away. What do you do with a tail like this? If you're a giraffe, you brush off pesky flies with your tail. If you're a skunk, you lift your tail to warn that a stinky spray is on the way. If you're a lizard, you break off your tail to get away. If you're a scorpion, your tail can give a nasty sting. If you're a monkey, you hang from a tree by your tail. What do you do with eyes like these? If you're an eagle, you spot tiny animals from high in the air. If you're a chameleon, you look 2 ways at once. If you're a 4-eyed fish, you look above and below the water at the same time. If you're a horned lizard, you squirt blood out of your eyes. If you're a bush baby, you use your large eyes to see clearly at night. What do you do with feet like these? If you're a chimpanzee, you feed yourself with your feet. If you're a blue-footed booby, you do a dance. If you're a water strider, you walk on water. If you're a gecko, you use your sticky feet to walk on the ceiling. If you're a mountain goat, you leap from ledge to ledge. What do you do with a mouth like this? If you're a pelican, you use your mouth as a net to scoop up fish. If you're a mosquito, you use your mouth to suck blood. If you're an anteater, you capture termites with your long tongue. If you're an archerfish, You catch insects by shooting them down with a stream of water. If you're an egg-eating snake, you use your mouth to swallow eggs larger than your head. The end.
Okay, so again, if you want to access this video, you can find this on your Clever, on Clever to Canvas, and you can get to there and see it. Miss Toban and myself posted the exact same thing. You go into the week at a glance and you'll find the story. So there's really like no excuse for us not to be able to really go back to the text and get the details that we need. So I'm going to switch back over and share from my iPad, and we're going to begin to talk about and layer those notes. Okay, guys? So what we're looking at and what we just listened to was our story. And so we've heard this story now probably like 20 minutes. Probably like 20 minutes. I'm going to cancel out that double screen. Sorry, guys. There. That way it's not both of them up there. So can someone tell me, and we're going to raise our hands, how an animal uses their ears? Nakai, and you had your hand raised first, so I'm going to call on you. How does an animal use their ears? But can we say jackrabbit?
No.
So how do we say that?
Some animals.
So try it again. So give me a thumbs up if you agree. I like that. So we're going to say some animals use their ears to keep cool. Okay. And I'm going to pick someone that's sitting quietly and focused and not talking. Ashley, can you give me another way an animal maybe uses their feet? Okay, so I'm going to pick Melanie. We're on feet. Some animals use their feet to crawl on the ceiling. And I'm going to pick now Zayama Cole. Can you give me another way that an animal uses their eyes?
Some animals use their eyes for blood in their eyes.
Some animals use their eyes to squirt blood. And I'm going to pick Itzo. Can you tell me how an animal uses their tail? Oh, we want to say not the lizard, but some animals. Some animals can break off their tail. And can we add to that, Christian? So some animals break off their tail. Hands are down, please.
Some animals with dark skin, he can hit him with the tail.
Well, we said some animals break off their tail. We're adding to that. DJ, can you add to that? Some animals break off their tail. Why do they break off their tail?
So they can run away.
They break off their tail to get away. Good job. And I spy with my little eye Victoria. And I love that you're sitting there quietly. You don't have your hand raised. You're just staying ready so you don't have to get ready. Victoria, can you tell me how an animal uses their mouth? Zariah, can you help her? Julian, can you help Zariah and Victoria, please?
Someone else said some animals.
And if we can't find it, then what can we do?
Look at the text.
So we can look at the text. So, Amelia, can you go into the text and can you find a fact about how an animal uses their mouth? Because sometimes we're not going to know, right? But we have resources that we can use. So Amelia's going to go into the text and she's going to give us a fact about how an animal uses their mouth. Okay? So we're going to let her have the floor. She's looking through the book. She's looking for the mouth. And what did you come up with, Amelia?
I came up with some animals can eat eggs that are bigger than their head.
So she says some animals can eat eggs that are bigger than their head. Good job. And let me see, Aishan, can you give me a way that an animal uses their nose? You can get the book. So I see Aishan. One thing he did, he said, "Can I get the book?" And he said he's going to get the book and he's looking for a fact about how an animal uses their nose.
Some animals use their nose to find their next meal.
Some animals use their nose to find their next meal. So now I have all my 6 facts, right? Now, today when you go independent, you're probably going to need to grab the book. You're probably going to need to read the story. You're probably going to need to go back in and add your facts, and that's fine, right? Because I'm a big kid, right? I already know how to do this, so it's a lot easier for me, right? It's not as easy for you, and that's okay. That's why we have the resources. You have the book and you have the story you can listen to, but you want to get your 6 facts. When you end your sentence, we're going to just say, "This is what I learned about animals using their different body parts." Okay? So now we got this done, right? This is the hard part. We have this done. I love that my kids are sitting. I love that they're paying attention. It makes me super happy. Once you finish this part, this is the first part of being able to write, right? This can help us to write a paragraph. It can also help us to write color-coded sentences. This is our graphic organizer. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to take this graphic organizer and turn it into a one-pager. And the one-pager is going to help us guide our writing, okay? All you're doing is this today. You're finishing up your 6 facts. You're going to listen to your story 3 times. You're going to identify the facts for the animals, okay?
What can they smell?
Next week, you'll be writing a paragraph. Now, I didn't give you any of this information. You gave me this. Okay? This is all of your thoughts. I didn't make up any of this information. So you want to get foundationally this part done, okay? Because next week you're going to write a paragraph
Smell.
about all the ways you learn that animals use their body parts. You may go back and talk about what you learned in time to sleep. You may use what you learned about an elephant. You may use that a horse sleeps standing up so it can feel safe. Guess what? Using its legs, that's that part, right? So you have so many different things that you can talk about, what you learned about how the animal uses their body parts to be okay. All right?
Yeah.
I'm going to hand you back your notes. You're going to finish your notes. Do you guys understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.